I don't need no roses on my bed. I can pull you closer to me, babe. Ain't nobody touch me like you can. I just need some closure, a little closer.
Hey y'all, welcome back to our channel. So today I'm going to do a semi hair routine video along with some hair tips at the end of the video. Share with you guys how I've grown my hair back after severe heat damage and how I maintain my hair in general. So right now I'm going to wash my hair, blow dry my hair, clip my ends, and I'm going to show you guys the entire process, and then I'm going to do the hair tips at the end of this video. Moving forward, I'll do an entire wash routine. When I go back to curly after this straight, I'll give you guys a routine of how I revert my hair back to its curly state. But for right now, I'll just give you guys a glimpse of my wash day routine. And then if you're interested in the hair tips that I have, how I grew my hair back after heat damage, and how I maintain and grew my hair in general, just keep on watching. Okay y'all, so we're just going to get right into it with washing our hair. And like I mentioned to you guys in a previous video, when washing your hair, you do not want to put the shampoo on the ends of your hair. You always want to put the shampoo on the roots, because that's where a lot of the dirt and buildup is, and then just let the shampoo trickle down to your ends. If you use too much shampoo, it could strip out the healthy oils. So you see me here just rubbing the shampoo in throughout my scalp and just pulling it apart so I can really get to the scalp and put the shampoo on there. I'm using the Aussie Moist product line that I always use, nothing different or special for this video. You want to get that scalp really clean, all that buildup, because I had those braids. So I want to make sure that my scalp is extra clean. You can see my curls up close. They still need a little work, but we're gonna put that conditioner in there, and that's gonna help them out. When I'm washing my hair, I wash it once, massage my scalp, clean my scalp, rinse the shampoo out, and then I apply shampoo for a second time on my scalp again and rinse it out. Well, that's what I did this time. When I wash my hair once a week, I don't always do 2 applications of shampoo, but again, because I had those braids and I wanted to make sure that my scalp was clean, I did it twice. So sweet, talking till we asleep. Every night I fall deep, but love, yeah. 'Cause you really get me, make me fall to my knees. Every night I fall deep, but love. Catch up on my reading, I should catch up on my eating, yeah. But it's hard to keep a thought straight with you all up in my face. Try to get you out my mind, but why should I when you're all I really like, yeah. I feel higher than a mountain, all because of you. You and I were so sweet, talking till we asleep. Every night I fall deep, but love, yeah. 'Cause you really get me, make me fall to my knees. Every night I fall deep, but love. So now that our hair is nice and clean, we've rinsed our shampoo out, we're going to go ahead and divide it up into sections so that we can apply the conditioner. I use the 3-minute Miracle Moist Conditioner by Aussie Moist. So we just take the conditioner and rub it. When you're washing your hair, you concentrate on your roots where the buildup is, and when you're conditioning your hair, you concentrate on the ends. So as you can see, I'm applying the conditioner from the ends up. Paying close attention to those ends because we want them to be really moisturized and conditioned. When you're combing your hair out or detangling it, you always want to start from the bottom. Start to get the tangles out from the bottom of your hair and work your way up, because if you start from the root and work your way down, that causes a tremendous amount of breakage. If there are any kinks and coils in there that feel a bit rough when you're doing it with the comb, go ahead and use your fingers, because your fingers are more gentle on the hair. And as you can see, the comb is going straight through now because I finger detangled those few knots. We're gonna just twist it up, move on to the next section. So my curls are starting to form from that conditioner.
Hard to keep the heat when it gets colder, you know. Sometimes everything just gets hard. Sometimes everything just gets harder. Feeling like I'm missing some parts. Days just keep on getting much darker. Even when I'm down in the lower, I remember what you were saying. Sometimes all you need is a spark, and maybe just a better kind of bitter. Lose gravity, I'm swimming in the quicksand. To my knees, keep losing sleep. I'm at extreme at midnight, so hard to please. Drowning in my fears, it's like an ocean. Negativity is getting closer. Hard to keep the heat when it gets colder, you know.
I let that conditioner sit for about an hour. It says only 3 minutes, but I let it sit for about an hour because I had things to do. And now we're all dry here and detangled. So now we're about to blow our hair out. You see all of my shrinkage. Shrinkage is a good thing. If your hair shrinks up, that means it's healthy. Your curls are healthy and they're able to just pop back into place, which we consider shrinkage, but that's really your curls forming tightly, and that's a sign of healthy hair. So embrace your shrinkage, girl. You look cute. So although my hair looks tangled, it is not tangled. It's just shrunk. All the tangles are out, and I used to think that I had to keep braids in my hair in order for it to stay detangled, but I don't. Once you comb the tangles out, you could just let it be, because it's still damp and it's not going to be so hard to blow out because I've already detangled it. I still got braids up there on the side. But we're starting from the back again, and we're just going to give it a slight comb over before we start using the paddle brush, because the paddle brush bristles are smaller. Apply some oil because the hair is still damp, so we're using this oil as a sealant.
So casually keep diving into concrete.
I could feel the tangles with my hands, so that's probably why you see me keep getting the comb, trying to make sure all the tangles are out before I start to use the paddle brush. Before I use the paddle brush, I just stretch the hair and apply heat. We want to use as less direct heat as possible and as less tension as possible, so I stretch it out with my hand first, and apply the heat so I won't have to continue to run the paddle brush through it so many times. And just stretch it and run the blow dryer through it, and that actually helps the blowout process. Now we're actually taking the brush and going in a downward motion with the blow dryer positioned in that direction to blow it out. Make sure you get those roots. That's important for a good blowout, to make sure that your roots are dry and pulled out, because you know you want all your length for your blowout so you get all that new growth from the top. And I just go ahead and twist the parts that I've already blown out so they won't get tangled with the hair that's not blown out. This is like the back of my hair, the very back. And you can see that the shrinkage still at the top up there. I'm working on something, you guys, that I'm going to share with you in a few weeks, maybe. Hopefully a few weeks and not a few months, but something that we'll all be able to use and love to promote hair growth, specifically for our edges and other parts of the hair that tend to have a hard time growing. Alright, so here is my hair blown out. This was halfway up the back, and this is before I clip my ends, so they look a bit rough, but we're gonna clip them. We're gonna get her cleaned up.
Is it too much to ask? A little conversation, a minute's enough to work out the frustration. There's no need to make me bite the pavement. A little conversation. I don't want your love, just a little conversation. A minute's enough to work out the frustration. There's no need to make me bite the pavement. A little conversation. It hurts me how everything was wasted. Now all the nights seem so overrated. What was it worth? I can't take back, I can't stop feeling. How about you? I've been thinking about us and the things you said. How you don't feel enough to come share my bed. All I ever wanted was the truth, and I got it.
The next time I clip my ends, I'll do a separate video on how I actually clip my ends. That's not something that I take lightly, and I really concentrate when I'm doing that, and it takes a while because I want to make sure that I'm not cutting too much or too little off, because if you don't cut enough off, your ends will just split upward, so you want to cut the right amount off. That is not something I recommend that you do. If you don't know what you're doing, go ahead and let a professional clip your ends. I don't want to encourage anyone to start cutting their own hair and you don't know what you're doing. So we're halfway up the back of our hair, and I'm just blowing it out here, and we're just gonna keep going and going and going until we're all done. In each section I use the same process, okay? I comb it out first with the comb, then I stretch it and apply the heat to it so that it could stretch out before we start to use the paddle brush, and then we use the paddle brush to complete the blowout. And go to the next section and do the same thing.
Inside all this tension, a feeling I never was expecting. I don't see the pros, don't know the cons, forget the whys. Do you know why? Triggered inside this situation, wonder if we maybe were mistaken. Don't wanna talk, don't wanna see, don't wanna feel what is left. I've been thinking about us and the things you say, how you don't feel enough to come share my bed. All I ever wanted was the truth, and I got it. Is it too much to ask? A little conversation, a minute's enough to work out the frustration. There's no need to make me bite the pavement. A little conversation. I don't want your love, just a little conversation. A minute's enough to work out the frustration. There's no need to make me bite the pavement. A little conversation. It hurts me how everything was wasted. Now all the nights
I'm using my spray bottle now because by the time I get to the front, my hair is not damp as it was in the back, and I don't ever recommend applying any type of blow dryer to your hair without the hair being moisturized. So I just use my spray bottle to get that same dampness that we had in the back when we had first washed it, because it takes so long to do this. By the time you get up to the top, it's basically dry. So that's where the spray bottle comes in, my handy dandy spray bottle. They get that dampness, and then you're gonna seal it again with the oil. If you feel those kinks and coils, you want to take your time to detangle it with your fingers, or if you can get it with the comb, go ahead and get it with the comb, but don't just yank them out. It looks like that's what I'm doing, but I promise I'm not.
we could jump back to the start, and you never would talk to me then if we never met, babe. If we never met. Is it too much to ask? A little conversation, a minute's enough to work out the frustration. There's no need to make me bite the pavement. A little conversation. I don't want your love, just a little conversation. A minute's enough to work out the frustration. There's no need all this tension, a feeling I never was expecting. I don't see the pros, don't know the cons, forget the whys. Do you know why?
So it's like a feel that you're going for as far as how you want the paddle brush and the blow dryer to be situated. You want the blow dryer to be pointed towards the hair in the same direction as the brush, if that makes sense. But you guys see how I have it here, so you can like mimic it if you want to try. I don't know exactly how to explain it in words, so this is why I wanted to show you guys. Some people use two hands and they're brushing it with one hand and holding the blow dryer with the other. That doesn't work for me. It's easier to do that when you're blowing out someone else's, in my opinion, but it's not as easy to do that on your own head. As far as heat damage goes, guys, there is no way to bring ends that have been damaged by heat back to life. However, the best way to get rid of heat damage is to cut it off. Honestly, if it's so much and you don't want to cut it off all at once, just give yourself a trim every 2 weeks or once a month. So while your roots are growing, you'll be cutting those damaged ends off over time. But people try to say like condition your ends or put this on it or put that on it. Once the ends are split and damaged, like from severe heat damage like I had, there is no way to repair those ends. The ends are the most fragile parts of your hair. There's no way to repair it. You just have to trim it off over time or cut it off all at once. So what I did was, when I had heat damage, I would give myself deep conditions every week and just twist it. It's so much. I was so tired and just over this and wanted it to be done. I would give myself deep conditions once a week, and I would clip my ends once a week every time I deep condition my hair. I wouldn't cut my hair. I would cut off a bit at a time until I knew that the damaged ends were gone. You can tell what damaged ends look like. Well, I knew what they looked like when they were gone. Your hair would just look even and blunt, and the ends are going all different type of ways, like tree branches when they're split. So as far as heat damage, that's what I've learned. You cannot repair heat damage, in my opinion. You just have to cut that dead hair off. Let it go, sis. It'll grow back. If you take care of your hair, it will grow back. But if you do not remove those damaged ends, it will continue to just split, and then you will really be in bad shape. Okay, so let it go. Let them dead ends go. Anything in your life that's dead, let it go. One of the reasons why it took so long for my hair to grow back is because I was trying to treat the damaged ends instead of just trimming my hair or cutting my hair and, you know, starting the growth process with the healthy strands. I was so focused on bringing my ends back alive so I wouldn't have to cut my hair as much, and I wasted time and it didn't grow until I addressed the actual issue. Hair is a teacher now. Address the actual issues. Stop trying to brush them under the rug and make them look better. Cut it off, let it go, and move on. Really though, for real. So y'all see me here applying the oil again to that damp hair. This is our last piece. Hallelujah. I was so tired. My arms were so tired. That blow dryer and that brush was heavy. And I don't know, I was just over it. But that's another thing. When you're doing your hair and you have this much hair, you have to be patient, because if you aren't patient, you'll get rough with your hair because you're tired and you just want to be done. So if you feel tired and overwhelmed, just stop until tomorrow. The left side of my hair is shorter than the right side. Some people say because that's the side you sleep on. It's a whole lot of theories as to why. I don't know. Mine's have just always been like that. Or when I used to wear wraps, I will always wrap it from left to right. So I don't know if that has something to do with it. I mostly lay on my left side when I'm going to sleep. I don't know, the left side has always been shorter than the right side. In the back and in the front. We're finally all done, so we're just gonna go through and make sure it's like dry all throughout the roots and everything else. If you're applying more heat to your hair, like flat irons or something like that, you definitely want to make sure that your hair is not damp anywhere. You definitely want to make sure your hair is not damp in any place at all if you're applying any other type of heat, like flat irons or curling irons or anything like that, because if it's wet, your hair will burn. I just like to make sure mine is dry so that it won't coil back up until I'm ready for it to. But this is the extent of the heat that I'm going to apply. And after this, I'm going to clip my ends. And then she's ready.
Is it too much to ask? A little conversation, a minute's enough to work out the frustration. There's no need to make me bite the pavement. A little conversation. I don't want your love, just a little conversation. A minute's enough to work out the frustration. There's no need to make me bite the pavement. A little conversation. I just wanna lay here inside of your arms. Maybe we could jump back to the start. And you never would talk to me then if we never met, babe. If we never met. Is it too much to ask? A little conversation, a minute's enough to work out the frustration. There's no need to make me bite the pavement. A little conversation. I don't want your love, just a little conversation. A minute's enough to work out the frustration. There's no need
I don't blow dry my hair that often, but when I do, that's typically how I do it. I do not use any direct heat on my hair. As you saw, I used the paddle brush, and that allowed me to just blow it out and get this good blown out look. I haven't straightened my hair in a year, so you guys are actually seeing my progress of straightening my hair after a year and after clipping my ends. It was a few inches longer. I did cut off a good portion because I don't clip my ends that often, and I want to make sure that when I go back curly that it's healthy. The first thing that I want to talk about is products, because there's this just big misconception that there are some miracle products out here that is just gonna make your hair grow, and sis, that ain't the truth. Now, there are some products that are better for different reasons. Like when I get my hair like straight, which is not often at all, maybe, and I'm doing like spiral curls, or I want like a glam type look, I do use Afro G products. I use their heat protectant, I use their shampoo, I use their conditioner, because it gives me the best results when I wear my hair straight. And what I mean by best results is that it gets my hair the straightest with the least amount of heat. It allows me to get my hair how I want it without flat ironing it so much. So when I'm flat ironing my hair, I do use Afro G products. When the whole natural hair thing came out, people started to just make all these different hair products, making all these different videos and advertising that these products were going to do wonders for your hair. I'm gonna let y'all in on the secret. Don't tell nobody else. It's my secret, okay? The only thing that's gonna make your hair grow is consistency. That is what's gonna make your hair grow, okay? So is 1 week you use Cantu, and then the next week you're using Shea Moisture, and then the next week after that you're using Aussie Moist. You a product junkie, sis, and you're just trying all of this stuff because you don't have any patience and you want to hurry up and have long hair, so you're doing the absolute most. How do I know? Because that was me. A lot of people who know me probably like, girl, you've always had long hair. That's true, but it's not true. When you're younger, everything in your body works better, okay? Your joints work better, your muscles work better. Everything works better when you're younger. The way your hair and nails and things like that grow. When I was 21, actually when I got married, the day we got married, we went swimming, and I was just so excited, so happy. I'm married, I'm in love, I'm going swimming with no swim cap. I did not wash my hair properly or condition it or do anything after I had gotten that chlorine. And your girl, my hair just continued to fall out. My hair was about like up to here. Probably no one ever noticed because I would start to wear like braids and sew-ins because I was insecure. I was so used to having long hair that when my hair wasn't long as it had been, I didn't show it. Young, dumb, and insecure. Yeah, so we went swimming and I didn't treat my hair properly. I was so used to, oh, I got long hair, it's cool. I like washed it with some of my mother-in-law's Suave or something. I didn't take care of my hair after that chlorine and it fell out. So after that, I tried so many different things, like over the course of maybe 4 or 5 years, and my hair just wouldn't grow back. I was devastated, and that was along the time when like the whole natural hair thing was coming into play. And I've always had natural hair. I've never had any chemicals, but I never used to wear my hair in its natural state. So because I was experiencing a lot of breakage and my hair falling out, I started to try out different things and wear my hair in its natural state to see if that would grow it back. And that's when I became like the product junkie, trying to use all these products because people on YouTube said they used it and their hair grew. And none of it worked for me until I became consistent and did the research to figure out my hair. Everyone's hair is not the same. Everyone's hair is not going to grow the same. Some people can cut their hair off today and tomorrow their hair will be down to their ankles. Some people's hair takes more work and more nurturing in order for it to grow. So I really had to do the work and be consistent and figure out what works for my hair. So we're gonna get into some of those things that I found out, and I'm gonna share them with you guys. So like I stated earlier, the number one rule that I live by when it comes to my hair, my children's hair, is consistency. You have to be consistent. Whatever regimen you have come up with for your hair, you have to be consistent at that regimen. Yes, it's gonna take you a while to figure out a concrete hair routine, but once you do, be consistent at that. And be consistent with the products that you use for your hair. So for my curly hair, I use Aussie Moist, and I use Cantu from time to time. Those are two of the cheapest hair product lines that you can find at the drugstore, and I use those, but I use those consistently, and I consistently do the same thing to my hair. I said that was my number one, but that would be my number two, is consistency, okay? My number one would be, it starts from within. Honestly, a big part of the reason that throughout those years that my hair would never grow back, it was because of me, the life choices and decisions that I was making, the things that I was putting in my body, the way I was living my life. I had a lot of stress due to my own decisions and mistakes, and just, you have to start from within. With anything that you're trying to do in your life or change, you have to start from within. I know it sounds cliche, but it's not. Like, you have to start from within. Find out who you are. I know y'all hear me say this all the time, but seek the Most High for His will for your life, okay? Even when it comes to your hair. Girl, because I was praying, like, help me. Why is my hair falling out? Help me. You know what I'm saying? But I was eating that. I was making poor decisions. I just was not taking care of myself, of my mental health, of my physical health. I just wasn't taking care of myself. So number one is to begin taking care of yourself from within. And number two would be consistency, okay? Number three is to learn what your hair likes. You can watch this video and hear some of the tips that I'm giving you guys, and they may work for you, but ultimately we don't have the same hair. So you have to pay attention when you use certain products. Like, when I use Aussie Moist conditioner, it brings out my curl pattern more than any other conditioner. And I use their deep conditioner when I'm washing my hair, but when I'm doing like a puff or a wash and go or whatever, I use their regular conditioner as a leave-in. No other conditioner has brought out my curls like Aussie Moist. So that's one of the things I'm talking about. I paid attention to that. I noticed the difference from when I use Aussie Moist as opposed to any other conditioner. Like, my curls was popping when I use Aussie Moist. So what did I do? Keep buying Aussie Moist, okay? So take care of yourself from the inside out. Be consistent and pay attention to your hair and figure out what your hair needs. Number four, I would say, like, research. If you really care, like me, I really care, and I research like the hair follicles, the scalp. Because this was just a lot of myths about hair that people throw around, and it wasn't working for me. So I really started to do my research. So when you wash your hair in warm water. Put the shampoo only on your scalp. Do not put shampoo on the ends of your hair, because that dries out the hair follicles. It dries out the ends of your hair. The most sensitive part of your hair are the ends, okay? So when you wash your hair in warm water, and rinse your hair out in cool water, because that opens up the hair follicles and allows the conditioner that you're supposed to put in after you wash your hair to actually penetrate the hair follicles and the hair strands, okay? So that's like a fact, okay? That it matters what temperature you wash your hair in. When I was younger, my hair was always long, but I would never see any growth like I do now. And that's because my hair was always growing at the scalp, but I was flat ironing it all the time, and my ends were just breaking. So when I would go back to the hair salon and get the press or the flat iron, she would just have to cut off the dead hair, because it was so much dead hair at the end, because I was flat ironing it like every 2 weeks. So your hair grows from the root, but if you not take care of the ends of your hair, you'll never see any growth. That's why sometimes it feels like my hair is not growing, it's staying the same length forever and ever. That's because you have to give all the attention in the world to the ends of your hair. Like, I don't go outside in the winter. Cold temperatures are really rigid on your hair. I don't go outside in the winter with my hair out. I don't let like snow get on my hair and it's just freezing cold. Like all of that stuff matters. That's why it is so imperative that you ready when you feel like I'm gonna be natural and take care of my hair. You have to be ready and you have to have patience. That's why a lot of people go to the hair salon or feel like I'm not about to do this natural thing because it's a lot of work. In the summertime, you going out of time and give me some braids. Like everybody feel like braids and protective styles are for the summer. They can be, I understand, because it's hot. You want like a lightweight hairstyle, but protective styles, you really should have those more in the wintertime than you do in the summertime because you want to protect your hair from the cold temperatures if you live in a climate, you know, like I do. I live in Northeast Ohio, so the wintertime it gets cold, okay? So protect your hair, do protective styles in the winter. If you don't like protective styles, then just make sure your hair is protected when you go outside in the winter, you know, whether it's like getting some satin and putting it inside your hat and making sure you have your hat on when you're going outside. Getting you some cute scarves and learning how to wrap them. You know, just protect your hair in the winter time. Let's see, what else? I think that's everything that I have to tell you guys. Like the most important thing, 3 minutes, that I do for my hair. So I think that was everything, you guys. The last thing I would say is to just be patient. It's not going to happen overnight, but consistency is key. Be patient. If your hair is not growing how you want it to grow or doing what you want it to do the work to figure out what your hair likes and be consistent, and I promise you will see results. If I forgot anything, we're gonna be doing more hair videos, girl, so I'll mention it in those videos. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, hit that red subscribe button, hit that thumbs up or a like. Share the information of our channel with any and everyone that you know. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll be back with more and more hair routines. Thank you guys for watching. We love you guys so much, and I'll see you in our next video.
I don't need no bullshit. I'm happy. I can pull you